I know there's a heart in the house tonight that have anxious thoughts and let them consume them. If it is, then you might want to stay for this video because I'm going to give you a couple of ways that you can cope and that you can retrain your brain to think better thoughts. Now, it's not even necessarily about thinking better thoughts per se. It's really just warding out the negative, not letting them consume you. What are the things that you're telling yourself every day? Are you telling yourself when you wake up in the mirror, oh God, I look awful today, or oh God, I feel awful today, like mentally, not like, if you're sick or anything, but like saying you feel awful, or saying this thing will never work out, or saying that you're fearful of this, or saying that you're gonna be rejected or abandoned or whatever. If those are the things that you're telling yourself every day, then those are the things that you're going to unconsciously manifest into your reality. Okay, I'm telling you, because there's been plenty of times where before I was self-aware, I would do these things. I would go into these downward spiral. Yeah. I would go into these spirals of just negative thoughts and negative feelings about myself, and that's not nice. And then I'm expecting for people to be nice to me. But how can somebody be nice to me when I don't even know how to be nice to myself? Okay? It's something to think about. But when I started doing the work and becoming more self-aware and unlearning patterns and retraining my brain to think different thoughts, or to at least not think the negatives, or at least entertain the negative thoughts, that's when everything just really started to shift. So when you have these thoughts of, oh, I'm ugly today, or I feel awful, or I'll never get this, or I'll never be able to do that, or I'm fearful of this, be aware enough to know when you're going into those spirals, because then you're going to be feeling overstimulated and irritated for no reason, because you're being mean to yourself. That's why you're irritated. It's not nothing else but you and your thoughts. Now, I do understand as humans, we get irritated from certain things, but I notice for me, when I'm irritated, it's because I've let negative thoughts consume me. I have let my own negative perception on life, on everything that there is, to affect me and to plague my thoughts, and to make me feel this sort of doom that you feel when you go into these spirals of these negative thoughts. So after you become self-aware enough to know that you're thinking negative thoughts, ask yourself, okay, is this true? Is this fear of mine true? Is what I'm saying to myself the truth? Or is it something that someone else put into my head? Or is it something that I made up because I'm insecure, or because I feel like that's what other people think of me, So you really have to think about that. But I will say, once you can be self-aware enough and you can notice when you're going into those patterns, and you can notice when you're having those thoughts about yourself or about life or about other people, then that's when you step into, okay, I don't want to think this. This has taken over my energy for entirely too long. I don't want to think this, because I know that that's not true. Once you figure out that the fear is not real, that's when things start to shake up a little bit. So now you're on this whole other journey of experiencing different things, because you're literally attracting your reality with your thoughts. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you knew me years ago, then you would fucking listen. But seriously, just knowing that, yeah, it may not be that simple. Yeah, it may not happen overnight, but just know that it's going to happen if you can follow these steps in your own way, of course. Everybody's journey is their own. I'm just sharing what has literally worked for me and the keys that will literally unlock different doors for you. I'm telling you. So, whether that's an outside opportunity or an internal opportunity, you're going to get something if you're doing the work. So retrain your brain by acknowledging the negative thoughts, making sure that you at the core understand that they're not true. And in results of that negative thought, not entertaining it, not entertaining the thought. And the result of you doing that will help you attract different things into your life, and will help you have different experiences with people, with yourself, with the world around you. So these negative thoughts, they can plague us, and they will plague us if we allow it. It's literally a sickness. It's literally a virus that's in your brain that's making you think these thoughts that are not real, that's making you perceive the world this way when it's not real. Like, it's your choice and how you want to perceive the world. And if that's how you choose to perceive it, then that's on you, of course. But if you want to change your life, if you want to have better experiences, then you have to change your thoughts. You have to change your thoughts. Have you ever heard the saying, or has anybody ever told you, you can do it if you put your mind to it? My mom used to tell me that all the time, and she still does. Like, you can do it if you put your mind to it. And that's a real thing. We don't even realize how we understand subconsciously how powerful the mind is. We just kind of bypass it a little bit and make it seem like it's not that big of a deal. But really, the mind is a big deal. What you think, you will attract. All of the times that I thought I would be abandoned, guess what? I was. Because that's what I subconsciously thought. And unconsciously, I would have these patterns that I would do that I wasn't aware of until now. You know, and it also helps to have people who will observe you and who care for you enough to point out, you know, hey, like, I noticed you're doing this. Like, this is not, you know, this ain't cool. I don't really like it. It helps you to understand, okay, well, that was an opportunity for me to grow. Instead of me getting upset or anything like that, that's an opportunity for me to grow. That's an opportunity for me to continue being the best version of myself. That's something that I can start implementing and realizing in my relationships now, or in my, or work when I'm working, or whatever it is. So I say all that to say, honey, change your thoughts, change your life, okay? Don't let these people out here tell you that you only use 10% of your DNA. Because if once you start unlocking that shit, like, you're going to keep unlocking it, and you're going to keep figuring out things about you. You're going to keep unlocking things. And that's how you level up. That's how you become whatever it is that you're going to become. That's how it is. And I'm in love with the process, and I just love telling y'all about all this stuff. So if you like what I had to say, don't forget to like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, share this video with a friend, a lover, a brother, anybody who might resonate. So I pray that you guys have the most amazing day ever. I pray that you receive this message well, and I will see you in the next one.